Hello, my name is Darcy Garrity and I'm a corporate graduate here at Arthur Cox, and I am in the business development and marketing rotation, and I'm joined today by my colleagues Lachlan Toner and Aoife O'Connor, who are fellow corporate graduates, and today we are going to be discussing the corporate graduate programme. Okay, Lachlan, I might start with you. Would you be able to tell me a little bit about the corporate graduate programme and how the rotations work?
Yeah, so the corporate graduate program is a 2-year program, and it is designed in that you have 4 6-month rotations to do within that time. These rotations are really like wide-ranging, diverse level of experience, both within legal roles and non-legal roles in business services.
Perfect. And Aoife, can you tell me how you found out about the programme?
Yeah, I actually came across it on LinkedIn when I was just finished my exams from UL.
But Lachlan, did you have the same experience or?
Yeah, so after finishing college, I kind of didn't really know what I was going to do afterwards. I knew there was several different opportunities available, so I just started with some self research, and I think the opportunity was also flagged to me by a college lecturer.
Mm. So, Aoife, can you tell me about the application process and how you found it?
Yeah, so it's very straightforward, very easy. I uploaded my CV, answered a few questions about my degree, like wrote a brief summary and just about myself, my experience, like things I had done in college and things like that. And yeah, submitted it to the Arthur Cox site. It's very easy, very straightforward.
After I had done my application and I was successful in getting a screening call, I then had my interview, which was supposed to be in person, but I actually had to do mine over Zoom because I was on my J1 to New York at the time.
Wow.
But did you guys have your interviews in person in the firm itself?
Yeah, so I had my interview in summer of 2023, and a very straightforward process, just asking about your experience, both work and educational experience that you have. Um, and yeah, it was very, very straightforward.
Mm.
Yeah, mine was the same. It was just when we were coming out of COVID in 2022. So I ventured up to Dublin to do my interview. And yeah, it was really good. Just a nice, easy chat. Quite like informal and just explaining about your background and your experience and what you want to get out of the program.
Amazing. Lachlan, would you be able to tell me about the rotations you have done so far?
Yeah, so I started off in listings where I was performing many duties as a listing advisor. I then moved on to aviation, where I was acting more as a paralegal before moving on to knowledge training and development, where I was dealing with more internal queries on legal research.
And Eva, have you had a similar experience with these rotations or have you done completely different ones?
So me and Lachlan have overlapped a small bit. I started on the team in the listings advisory role as well as my first rotation. Then I went to the banking team where I was working as a paralegal, and then I was on secondment through the aviation team to a client in Dublin, which was really cool. And then when I came back from the secondment, I worked in the pro bono team for my final rotation, which was really interesting, all very different.
And what about your experience?
I joined the firm in September, so I'm the newest intake. So I've only completed one rotation so far. So I was in asset management and investment funds doing my COSEC seat. And now I'm in business development and marketing with Lachlan. And yeah, I'm really, really enjoying the experience so far. And I can't believe I'm nearly a new year done. So, Eva, I know you finished the corporate graduate program, and I have a feeling you like planes because of what you went into.
Yeah, so I'm very passionate about all things planes. Coming to the end of the program, I expressed an interest in qualifying into the aviation department, and then just had a few chats with the team members, and then joined the team when I finished the program in September. And then I was able to begin a certificate in aircraft leasing and finance with the Law Society, which is really good because it gives more background and context to the work you're doing every day. And I'm really enjoying it because I didn't realise until I did my secondment, but
How much you liked planes?
how much I liked planes and how big of an industry aviation or aircraft leasing is in Dublin, which is like really interesting. It's like a really good place to be at the moment.
With the rotations, was there any kind of reviews that you got given kind of near the end?
Yeah, so at the end of each rotation, you generally have a meeting with your team lead who kind of oversees like your development throughout that rotation. And they're able to give you feedback for your future rotations, places, things that you can work on, and generally support your development throughout the course of the program.
The mid and end of rotation reviews are really good. It's good to get some feedback on how to improve going forward and what skills you can bring to the next team you're going to. And just to kind of have a one-to-one with your group lead as well and build that mentor relationship is really important too.
And with the benefits of, say, doing this grad program, I know within working here in Arthur Cox, I love using the gym, the coffee dock, the food. But is there any other elements that are given within the program to like help your development?
Yeah, for sure. So me anyways, when I finished the grad program, I received the bursary on completing the program, and I was able to complete a certificate in aviation leasing and finance at the Law Society, and hoping to go on and do the diploma now as well, which is really good. And again, just really supports like my day-to-day work and having a general understanding of why you're doing what you're doing every day. And then my fellow corporate graduates went on to use the bursary for company secretarial exams, tax exams, or you can do courses in risk and compliance. So whatever your interest is, you're supported in pursuing that and progressing in that, which is really good.
And Lachlan, can you tell us about any other supports that are in place?
Yeah, so in general, working at Arthur Cox, there's like several supports that are available to us here. There is a health insurance plan scheme through VHI. There's also the gym, which is really useful, that runs classes and a running group as well. Um, there are also various mental health initiatives that are undertaken throughout the year, and in general, there's a lot of support available here at Arthur Cox.
Aoife, I know myself and yourself have done a lot of pro bono work within the firm, especially like the legal ed. I'm just wondering, could you talk a little bit more about that? Like, I know it's been one of my favorite experiences so far.
Yeah, so yeah, we've done a lot of pro bono together. We've done legal aid sessions in different deaf schools around Dublin. We've done the FLAC information line, which is always really interesting. And I think that's really good, especially when you first join the firm. I think it's really good to do that because it really develops like your people skills and just your ability to like um, share information and research and just dealing with clients in general.
I just think it's an amazing experience to be able to go out and kind of like do things outside of, say, like I was in asset management at the time. It's such a different like spectrum. And I know like doing FLAC has helped my communication skills so much.
Definitely.
So, Lachlan, what advice would you give to applicants thinking of applying to the corporate graduate program?
Yeah, so the advice that I would give to any potential applicants is to embrace the diversity of experience that you can get from this program. I think there's absolutely something for everyone within the 2 years that you'll spend at the Cox. You can tailor it to your own personal interests and explore new interests that you might not have had before joining Arthur Cox.
And I might pass it over to you, Aoife. Can you add on to that?
Yeah, no, I completely agree with Lachlan. I feel like even though we've had like similar rotations, we've had like two completely different grad programs, and like your interests are like taken into consideration, and yeah, you can really like make it your own. You can like be more practice group focused, or you can be more business services focused. Like even you came in with a law degree, and like you're really enjoying the business development and marketing, so I think
Yeah.
keeping an open mind is really important too. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think as well, it's just such a social grad program, like as like a benefit to it. Like we've all become such good friends
Yeah.
from just even being like we're all in different rotations, but we can go for lunch together, we can go for coffee together, and I know we had a cocktail making class for the grads. I think it was before Christmas, wasn't it,
Yeah.
Lachlan? So there is kind of like social elements to it as well that we're given. So yeah, I think it's an amazing grad program to do.
Yeah, definitely. And there's like only like 7 in my intake. Like, you know, they're small groups, so you get to know everyone really well, which is really nice.
So the applications for the Arthur Cox graduate program are now open and they will be closing on the 22nd of May. And for more information, please see our website at arthurcox.com.